the jam? Yeah. What's the jam? Yeah. You gotta figure it out. Hey, all these winners that have been winning with us this week, by the way, you have an opportunity to be upgraded to the Premier Beach Club balcony. This is so you can watch from the second-story balcony view, private bar, private bathrooms, all that cool stuff. They've really stepped up their game at the Avila Beach Golf Resort there, where they do the concerts. We're going to upgrade one of the winners this week to that package so you could hobnob up on the balcony and watch a little social D.
It's kind of nice. And we probably haven't talked about that as much as we should have.
We should be talking about that because it's a pretty cool layer to the.
You have a 1 out of 5 shots to do this, and you're going to be going.
There's
VIP.
Private bar up there. There's private bathrooms. It's like convenient. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm getting old, but that's how I want to see concerts.
Or if you're in the pit, and you need to get out of the pit. Like, man, I need to rejuvenate before I get back in this pit.
I'm not going anywhere near the pit, my friend. I'm staying up with my private balcony and my private bar and my private restroom.
543-3693 are the numbers to get through. Good morning. What's your name?
Good morning. My name is Jamie.
Hey, Jamie. All right, we call this What's the Jam. I'm going to play you an artist talking about a song. You got to tell us what the song is, and you win, okay?
Okay.
Take a listen.
It was something I wrote on acoustic guitar. We were rehearsing over at Nikki Beats Studio in Silver Lake, and we had maybe 3 hours slotted. And we just put that whole song together inside of that 3 hours.
Quick song.
Yeah, What's the Jam? All right, here it is again.
It was something I wrote on acoustic guitar. We were rehearsing over at Nikki Beats Studio in Silver Lake, and we had maybe 3 hours slotted. And we just put that whole song together inside of that 3 hours.
All right, Nikki Beats Studio, you know Nikki Beats Studio. They were just hanging out at Nikki Beats. Little name drop. What's the jam?
I don't know.
Sorry.
Love, I don't know. Sorry. I would take a guess, right? I mean, you never know. You could be right. It could be your lucky day.
I don't know what it is this morning, so I'm over here trying to play along, and I was thinking, okay, I'll Google Nikki Beats Studio. God, don't do that.
This guy Enzo, he says he knows exactly what the jam is. Enzo, what's the jam?
It is the greatest song ever recorded in 3 hours. The song is God of Thunder by Kiss. Booyah.
You were wrong.
No.
Sucker! He's like calling up. I know it. Put me on. I went to him first. I knew he didn't know it. Oh, my gosh.
Lou!
Hit it. Yeah.
Loser!
Oh, how the mighty confident can fall.
Enzo called up. I wish you could have heard it off the air when he called up. He goes, "This is Enzo, and don't bother taking any more phone calls because I know exactly what the song is." And he rolls out that God of Thunder guess.
And I remember when he called me, he was like, "You're not playing any good Kiss tracks. You got to play God of Thunder." All right, let's get a listen
Greatest
here.
song ever written in under 3 hours. The funny thing about the song, I figured it out, is I don't think of this as ever being an acoustic. You know? Like, I can't imagine this song being an acoustic song at all.
Right.
At all. I don't know how it went from being an acoustic to being what it is.
We call this What's the
In 3
Jam?
hours.
You have to figure out what the jam is.
It was something I wrote on acoustic guitar. We were rehearsing over at Nikki Beats Studio in Silver Lake, and we had maybe 3 hours slotted. And we just put that whole song together inside of that 3 hours.
All right. Alyssa, good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday to you guys. Thank you.
All right, we're giving away the Social Distortion tickets if you can tell us what the jam is.
Is it Everlong by the Foo Fighters?
Oh, great guess.
No, I'm sorry. It's not. Why is that a great guess?
I don't know.
Because they were at Nikki Beats Studio?
I guess.
Now, when you Googled Nikki Beats Studio, are the Foo Fighters on there?
Nothing comes up. No.
It was something I wrote on acoustic guitar. We were rehearsing over at Nikki Beats Studio in Silver Lake.
Let's stop that for a second.
It was something I wrote on acoustic guitar.
That beep is what he's actually saying the name of the song. We can't give that to you. That is the jam. But don't most musicians write their songs on an acoustic guitar, though?
Yeah,
that's kind of how they write them out.
I just don't see.
You just don't hear it that way.
The transition in 3 hours.
I got you.
You know, in 3 hours, for going from an acoustic to ripping your face off in 3 hours. It's quite a feat, to be honest with you.
And we had maybe 3 hours slotted. And we just put that whole song together inside of that 3 hours.
That's pretty good, though, right? They always
awesome.
say the big hits come really fast. Sorry, I had a Michael Scott moment. Hi, good morning. What is your name? Is this Steven?
This is Steven.
Oh, hey, Steven. We got to you. What's the jam?
My guess would be Ball and Chain.
By
Ball and Chain.
No.
Social Distortion.
Social
No.
Distortion.
No. That makes sense that we would use Social Distortion, but, not today.
Social Distortion tickets, but the band is not Social Distortion.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that much.
Take a listen.
It was something I wrote on acoustic guitar. We were rehearsing over at Nikki Beats studio in Silver Lake, and we had maybe 3 hours slotted. And we just put that whole song together inside of that 3 hours.
All right. Tell you, this was a big hit. Did it in 3 hours over at Nikki Beats studio, Adam. What do you think?
I think it's Guns N' Roses. Welcome to the Jungle.
I think you would be correct. Congratulations, you're a winner.
How'd you tie it in? Hello?
I recognize the voice.
Slash's voice, yeah.
How did you get Welcome to the Jungle, though? I mean, they have so many hits.
Good guess, I guess.
Yeah.
All right, well, great guess. I mean, the reason we bring this up is because it was announced, overnight? Because they were going to make they had this countdown on the Guns N' Roses website
But then what happened?
about this Appetite for Destruction album.
I'm going to put the link up right now. What happened is Guns N' Roses, somebody got a hold of what the big countdown thing was, and they put a video online of the unboxing of the new box set, the reissue for Appetite for Destruction, and it is insane. It is insane how much people are getting with the reissue, the 30th. It's funny, it's the 30th anniversary reissue, but it's 31 years after it was released.
Well, it's rock and roll math.
It's Guns N' Roses. They're going to show up late, right?
Yeah, they're late. And the funny thing is, Adam, too, is when I was hearing that they were going to do this re-release, I'm like, oh, big deal. Come on. I always thought these were kind of
huge.
fun. But there is you get so much more with this.
49 new songs that have never been released before.
49 songs that no one's ever heard that you're going to have. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's insane.
If you're a fan.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you're a big Social D fan?
Yes, I am.
All right. Well, that's good to hear because we got 2 tickets for you to go to the show.
Hell yeah.
Destruction with 49 new tracks. 49 tracks that no one has ever heard except for maybe the band and people close to the band. And that's a pretty big deal, right?
Yeah, and so yesterday we're talking about it, and we're talking about the countdown clock, and we're thinking, well, maybe it's a tour. I was speculating that
I thought it was going to be a tour.
Yeah, I was speculating that it was going to be a re-release of Appetite for Destruction. But then I backed up those comments because I was like, well, Appetite for Destruction was in 87. It's 18 right now. That doesn't make sense from a math standpoint, but they are doing a re-release, which
Let me
is
ask you
weird.
this.
I had no inside information on that until last night. Somebody leaked the unboxing of everything that is going to be involved in the locked and loaded reissue that is coming out on June 29th.
So I get in a conversation with somebody yesterday, and I thought, wouldn't it be cool if somebody said to me, wouldn't it be cool if Guns N' Roses came to the California Mid-State Fair? And I said, I don't know if well, no, not even that. Let's say they were going to come. All right. And I'm like, well, I don't know how cool it would be because you're so limited with the small amount of space that they have up there. Like, for example, when Motley Crue came here on their final tour, they couldn't do all the stuff they did in the bigger city with all the stage and the drum thing and all that. I mean, obviously they were late. I think they tried to get out of the show, but that's my opinion. But, they got here and they played, and, the fair just couldn't accommodate their sets, in other words, with all the different scaffoldings and things. But, then Garth Brooks comes. He does 2 shows in one night, and you were there, right? No, you weren't
I did
there.
not see Garth Brooks.
But he brings out all these stages. They go out into the crowd. He extended that stage probably 20, 30 yards into the crowd and then had Y wings that went off each side. So there are certain things they can do, but they can't do the full show. So would you still want to see Guns N' Roses kind of stripped down and raw at a fair, or do you want to see the whole production?
Guns N' Roses doesn't. It doesn't
What?
need. Well, you don't need. It's not like they're known for their huge stage show. It's Guns N' Roses. They just come at you. It's not like Kiss where you need fireworks. Did you see the pictures of the locked and loaded reissue that's going to be made available for purchase on June the 29th?
It looked like it was a box with drawers like a
Little
my
locker.
grandma's old jewelry box.
Yeah, it's like a little locker. Kind of looks like a safe. It's got all these magazines that are coming along with it. Hand-bound book, unreleased photos from Axl Rose's personal archive. It's going to have 12 illustration lithographs visualizing each song that was on the original Appetite for Destruction. Replica memorabilia. It's going to also include a pressing of their live recording from 1986, Like a Suicide EP, a B-side EP, and 25 unreleased recordings from the band's 1986 Sound City sessions. This is a huge, like anybody who's a Guns N' Roses fan, I don't know too many people that aren't, this is a huge, this is a gift that you have to give, right? I mean, you have to get this. Why wouldn't they release this around Christmas time? Is my question. You got to think that this would make the perfect Christmas
Well, it's
gift.
the anniversary.
Yeah, but they've already botched that by a year, so why the hell even worry, So we're asking people online.
Pretty nice, though. This could be a great gift.
We're asking people online, what would you be willing to throw down for this? Because
There is no price on it
we
right
have
now.
no idea what the price is. Maybe they'll make that available tonight at midnight. We don't know. And
Do you think it's more than $1,000?
I no. I think it'll be in the neighborhood of $150.
Would you-
$149?
Would you, if I was to give you 2 tickets to see Guns N' Roses at a whatever, San Francisco, LA, whatever, you get to pick between the shows, or you get this collection, what would you rather have?
I would rather have the opportunity to see Guns N' Roses because I, like Frank, fancy the illegal download.
Fancy, huh?
That's what he said. I find it hard to pay for recorded music. You know me.
Yeah.
I mean, you're Mr. iTunes over there, and I think you might as well just take dollars.
I just got tired of the rigmarole
and
and
chuck them out the window as you're driving down the road.
Trying to find
every time a new song plays,
a good download that isn't that sounds good. I'm like, I'd rather just pay for it. I mean, it's like I make enough money to be able to do that every once in a while.
Nobody makes enough money to.
When I was
pay
pirating
for
music, I was in college. I was living paycheck to paycheck, and I worked for a job that was $7 an hour.
Listen, music and parking are 2 things that you should never have to pay for.
Good morning.
Jeff and Jeremy in the morning on 93.3 KZOZ.